early. We'll see whether the Renekton is going to be the follow-up, and of course it is.
What a surprise.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, whoa, Atlas is a prophet. But no, that's just obviously what Gen G are going to do because they're Gen G.
And, you know, if you see last game, you're like, yeah, that's completely fine. I gave Clid a lot of, you know, a lot of shade thrown his way for his build, but made it work. Still did a lot of damage in those team fights, more than I had honestly expected to. And it says a lot about his mastery of the champion. I don't mind the Volibear pick here. I think it works out well for them in terms of performance. Was it amazing? Absolutely not. And this is a pick that Life has not been allowed to play for the longest time. And I gotta say, Atlas, I've been loving what DRX has brought us tonight, but I see this draft from Gen G. This is the most Gen G draft possible. And Life has not had the greatest evening, but if he plays set, it doesn't end well for the other team.
Not to mention, this is going to be the Kai'Sa set lane. Doing it again. This level 1 fight is happening once again. We'll see whether Rascal's actually going to be able to win this one, as Kingan's going to chase him towards his own turret. He tried to wait out the shield, actually, and get another... Oh, he did it! Waits for the Cull the Meek and picks up the kill. Kingan, unfortunately, not able to get to the standoff this time around, as Rascal now at half health. Actually still going to stand here, as Kingan's still level 1, and the level advantage is going to be what keeps Rascal safe.
Oh, King, and you're playing against the king of solo kills. Why would you do that? Or if he was just decided not to, but that does mean that there will be free prio as you see the...
Yeah, great timing for a fight. Yeah, the double play is brilliant. Life gonna Haymaker and then Flash. Looks to try and get out of the way as Bow flashes forward. Picks up the kill. Ruler down to 100 as Clid gets underneath the turret as well, and just a little bit too late on the Nidalee rotation. And Ruler's gonna have to go back, and he will lose a bunch of this minion wave as well. Actually gets that back stopped because of Pyoshik's very aggressive positioning. Oh, he's just looking for it. The Undertow comes down as Pyoshik's taking a bit of damage here, but like we were talking about, does have the Lantern. Becker is so good at this Thresh. Pulls Clid in, and he's going to have to flash to get himself out. There is one flash left, by the way, and it might have to be used right now as Kara's going down solo. The Shockwave is flashed. Solka has to throw down an orb. The last auto's there, and DRX put him down. There are no flashes left, and also the kill comes through. Pyoshik might get punished here from Clid, though, as he dives forward. The Lantern for the bait was just so good, and DRX 3-1.
Multiple things go really, really wrong there for Gen G. So first of all, when you set up the play...
And you can see he's actually pressing forward. Shield is going to be picked up. There's the ult in as Rascal immediately flashing. Dominus has been popped, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Clid looking to come through. Cull the Meek is fantastic, but Undertow is even better. Pyoshik just outranges the spear, and Clid says, well, I guess I can't do anything up here. That rhyme that's more your territory. I apologize. I'm not the poet.
I'll take it.
Thank you. Ulti comes through. Karis not going to take too much damage. The Scatter of the Weeks haven't been fantastic out of Solka, but still, just sending a message here in the mid lane.
Pyoshik is straight up jungle diffing Clid, which I think is pretty insane considering Clid's...
This is how you're supposed to do it. Deny the jungle and be aggressive. Ruler's still able to get some damage down, so you might need to continue respecting that.
Yeah, so there is still a problem, right? And the problem is Ruler.
Becca dying. That's
also,
bad.
yes.
Teleport immediately to come in here as Clid finds a couple of autos, a spear onto Kingan, and that teleport did absolutely nothing, but DRX was the top side. Solka in way too much trouble. This time he has no flash, as he'll see whether he can try and trade something back as the shockwave comes in, and yeah, Solka presses his R button, but not enough orbs for that one, and that is a dead Syndra.
Now Gen G has a man advantage. That is a lot of poke damage also gone. The rest of the team is more of a which I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I think kills on Rascal at this point don't really change anything, as we see a fight here in the top lane.
Yeah, here's the ulti. Shield comes down from the big old bear, and look, this fight is taking a long time, but DRX, I mean, the boys are going to turn up, and Rascal is going the wrong direction. Lantern goes out. Becker is actually going to be able to utilize that one as Rascal goes golden to see his death, and I think the kill is going to be delivered. No, it's not. Kingan's going to take that one. But still, another overextension this time on Gen G's side, but they might be able to capitalize with the turret in the mid lane. No, they will not, because Pyoshik gets hit too far. It looks like Clid's still trying to look for an opportunity, but all 5 members of DRX, and they are so tanky. The 2-man shockwave comes in. The Baron is secured by DRX, and they take down Clid. And also, Mountain Soul is available. The rest of Gen G are moving over there, but now, I mean, Rascal's respawned, yes, but he's still so far away, and Gen G will not be able to burst through this. Oh man, it's just going from bad to worse for Gen.G.
Pretty sure that's a nail in the coffin. Like, I shouldn't say that because it's DRX, right? And they'll find a way to turn it around in a negative
Yeah,
way.
true.
But this is just Gen.G looking so disorganized, right? Like the random picks.
Get out here, Life down to below half health. And Gen.G just slowly but surely losing the war of attrition. There is a blast cone available. Life looking for some sort of flank or something. He still does have the showstopper, but I just don't know whether he's going to be able to actually do anything. It's Kingen in the back of the pit. DRX going to get in there as Pyoshik is going to land that smite. 3 levels does mean that's probably going to happen. There's the ulti over the wall from Kingen. Just in case Clid was able to make it out of that pit. Now flashing onto Rascal. Randuin's Omen's good here from the Renekton. Feels like the damage may have been done as there's an Elder Drake, remember, and a dead jungler on the side of Gen.G. DRX, okay, 3-man Shockwave. That's not bad there from Karis, but that is only a disengage, and he does no damage.
That's the problem, right? Like, that's what we said before. He does nothing. That's the if that hits the squishies, it does a little bit more, but it's still not what you're looking for. And
Shockwave just does precisely 0. And DRX, yeah, this is the Phalanx moving down, and I just don't know, like, you see this as Gen.G, like, what are you supposed to do when these guys are walking towards you? Yes, that spear landed on Bao, but that got rid of, like we were talking about, the Mountain Drake shield. As Kingen, he's on these Nexus turrets, the next one going to go down here. One of them is going to be turned off as Kingen, yeah, loses, you know, a quarter of his health bar. That's it. And now they're looking to taxi this next minion wave in. I have a feeling that DRX are just going to win it right now, and there's just not a lot that Gen.G can actually do about it whatsoever. Ruler has to cleanse pretty much nothing as, oh my god, the Elder just destroys him. The Nexus is a bit of an afterthought as they're trying to take as many kills as they can, but DRX in game 3 managed to take down Gen.G.
I think we're going to have to accept that DRX is just straight up one of the best teams in the LCK right now, and look, this is what you want to see, right? Like, these guys are ecstatic. I don't think they expected this. I certainly didn't. I was fairly certain that it was just going to be Gen.G, right? Even after that lackluster first game, they bounced back so well. Bonds between them. Look at how happy they are. You hear the joy? That's anime right there.
I mean, I can't quite hear it.
Oh, you hear it here.
We'll see the joy at this point. And the coaching staff coming in and collapsing after they managed to take down that game. Look at Kingen's damage. This volley bear was an absolute